In the annals of history, few figures stand as both the harbinger of humanity's greatest scientific triumph and its darkest moral dilemma. Today, we uncover the extraordinary life of J. Robert Oppenheimer, a man who split more than atoms. He split the world's future into before and after. This is the story of the father of the atomic bomb. Born on April 22, 1904 in New York City, Julius Robert Oppenheimer was the son of wealthy Jewish immigrants. His father was a successful textile importer and his mother was an artist. From an early age, Oppenheimer demonstrated a precocious intellect and a deep love for learning. But this child prodigy was more than a bookworm. He was a thinker, a dreamer, and soon a revolutionary in the world of physics. After graduating from the Ethical Culture Society School in New York, Oppenheimer entered Harvard in 1922. Here, he excelled in everything he touched: literature, philosophy, chemistry, and physics. His professors noted his brilliance, though some were put off by his aloof demeanor. But it was in physics that Oppenheimer found his true calling. He completed his degree in just 3 years, summa cum laude, and set his sights on Europe, where quantum mechanics was making waves. In Germany, Oppenheimer studied under the great physicist Max Born at Göttingen University. Here he rubbed shoulders with giants like Werner Heisenberg and Niels Bohr. By the time he completed his PhD in 1927, at just 23 years old, he had already co-authored groundbreaking papers that contributed to the field of quantum mechanics. Returning to the United States, Oppenheimer joined the faculty at the University of California, Berkeley, and the California Institute of Technology. Known for his sharp intellect and intense teaching style, he inspired a generation of physicists. But as the 1930s progressed, Oppenheimer's focus began to shift, not just scientifically, but politically. He became increasingly aware of the rise of fascism in Europe and the looming threat of war. In 1939, German scientists successfully split the uranium atom. The news sent shockwaves through the scientific community. If Nazi Germany harnessed this discovery, they could create a weapon of unimaginable power. Alarmed by the possibility, Oppenheimer joined a secret US project to build an atomic bomb before the Axis powers could. In 1942, Oppenheimer was chosen to lead the Manhattan Project. Under his leadership, a secret laboratory was built in Los Alamos, New Mexico. Here, Oppenheimer assembled a team of the brightest minds in physics, chemistry, and engineering. The stakes were high, the challenges immense. Could they harness the power of nuclear fission? And more importantly, should they? After years of relentless effort, the team succeeded. On July 16, 1945, in the deserts of New Mexico, the first atomic bomb was detonated in what came to be known as the Trinity Test. As the explosion lit up the sky, Oppenheimer later recalled the words of the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." Just weeks later, the bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, killing tens of thousands instantly and marking the end of World War II. Oppenheimer's creation had fulfilled its purpose, but at what cost? The once celebrated physicist was now haunted by the weapon he had unleashed upon the world. After the war, Oppenheimer became an outspoken advocate for the control of nuclear weapons. He clashed with politicians and military officials who wanted to expand America's nuclear arsenal. His opposition led to his downfall. In 1954, during the height of the Red Scare, Oppenheimer was accused of communist sympathies and stripped of his security clearance in a humiliating public hearing. Despite the controversy, Oppenheimer's scientific legacy endured. He received the Enrico Fermi Award in 1963, a gesture of reconciliation from the US government. But the weight of his creation and its consequences never left him. When he died in 1967, he left behind a world forever changed by his work. Robert Oppenheimer's life was a paradox, a man who brought light to science, but also cast the darkest shadow over humanity's future. His story is not just about physics or war, but about the profound ethical questions that come with progress. As we reflect on his life, we are left with one question: what is the price of knowledge? Thank you for watching. If you found this story fascinating, please like and subscribe.